And we're back to the Trifecta Live on WICR, here with our breakdown segment of the evening, where we talk about all things hip-hop, all things music. So we got some music news for you guys, starting with YG. YG over the weekend met up with TMZ, met up with YG, talking about his song, F Donald Trump. So, Monday, TMZ ran into Compton rapper YG and asked him if Donald Trump had actually heard the song that he came out with. YG said the following: Secret Service hollering at my label. They asked to see the lyrics on my album, see if I'm talking about Trump on my album. Because if I am, they're going to try it and take it off the shelves. And he said, he added to that, we're trying to touch the people. We're trying to motivate the young people to vote. So basically, YG has run into trouble with the government. What you guys got to say about that?
I think the thing about that is, I didn't really hear the song. I even thought the Secret Service contacted him directly and said that he was gonna take it off the shelves. Honestly, I don't think that really happened. I think that it's mostly just they should promote the album further, because that's highly unlikely that something like that will happen. Because like worse has been said about Obama, and it will have no probable cause to like take the album off the shelves. They don't have the power to do that unless he was like directly like doing inciting some violence against like a political figure or something like that. Like in the song, he was like, "Let's all go to the rally and kill Donald Trump."
Yeah.
Then that'll be like more incentive. Like you can't put that in the song, release to the public, as opposed to just like somebody just like Donald Trump. So, with that being said, I don't think that really happened.
I mean, on top of that, isn't like his rights even protected on the first by the First
You're
Amendment?
absolutely right.
So,
I was gonna bring that up next.
So then, like, the Secret Service, they can't really do much anything. Like, he's pretty much just, just sending out a message out that, like you said, to encourage, like young voters to actually vote, against the, the next presidential election.
Yeah.
Have you actually heard the song?
No.
Nah, I've actually haven't heard the song.
Yeah,
but it's just crazy. Like if that's true, then like imagine what other artists can face with things like that. It's kind of crazy because back in '92, Ice-T came out with the Body Count song. What was it, Cop Killer? And I don't think Secret Service came after him. So,
yeah, they wouldn't.
There have been way more songs out there.
Yeah,
and he's not even the president. He's not even the president yet. So
yet.
Yet. I mean,
he's a GOAT.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chill with that.
But yeah, I just highly doubt that it happened.
Well, we wish YG the best of luck coming out with that album soon. Hope it's still fire. Hope it's fire. Still crazy.
I never like him anyway. So.
You don't like YG? My Crazy Life was good. He's coming out with Still Crazy this year, so I'm looking forward to that.
Crazy.
He's still crazy.
And other news, we got my man Designer, who got the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 with Panda. So after 6 weeks on the chart, Panda finally took the #1 spot, making it the first hip-hop song of 2016 to be #1.
And he officially has at least one more. Actually, no, he has one more Billboard Top 100 single that Drake does.
Why did you have to just throw that in there?
Because it's funny.
Because it's funny.
Even Designer has a #1 single before Drake does.
Now, has Future ever had a #1 single?
I'm not sure. I actually have to look into that.
Because, that opens that discussion as well. I mean, I could see that being a comment more than a Drake comment, but I just know you just don't like Drake.
Actually, a quick side note. Jermaine Dupri was quoted saying that that Panda and FS McComas have the same beat.
Yeah.
And so me, as you guys don't know, I'm in musical engineering, actually listened to both songs side by side and some audio editing software, and noticed that in terms of like if you isolate the vocals and hear the beats, like beats do have the same kind of like wavelength, and they have the exact same drums. Now I wouldn't say it has the same beat. If you say it has the same drum pattern, they do. Obviously I can't show it to you guys right here because copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have the same drums. But a lot of songs have the same drums. But I wouldn't necessarily say it stole above some Commas beat, but it has a lot of very similar elements. But then again, if you could get away from Hotline Bling and Cha Cha, he can do anything.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Designer. You deserve it. It was a great song, great hit. So, and that's also a win for hip hop, because hip hop isn't really #1 these days on the Billboard Hot 100. So, once again, give it up for my man Designer. Next we got my man I Love Makonnen.
That's your man.
Yeah, that's my man's. I Love Makonnen.
Do you love him?
I love Makonnen.
Really?
I love Makonnen.
I hate
He
Makonnen.
makes great mixtapes. Well, he actually took shots at his former record label OVO, October's Very Own Records. So
Cold
after
day.
his departure from OVO, Makonnen actually expressed praise to the label mates and everybody, saying there was no beef. But then last weekend, he's on Snapchat. He's saying things. You know, he's mocking the Nothing Was the Same cover, saying, what's the name of that man's album again? Views from the What? And then he also has a claim that after he lost all the weight, OVO decided to drop him. OVO decided to not pay attention to him. He even said that OVO stands for overweight only.
I mean, he was the only fat dude on there. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, PND was overweight, but then like he got signed when he lost the weight, so I don't understand that argument.
And he's just tight that he don't have a career anymore.
But the funny thing is later on he would definitely, like, he went on Twitter and he just praised Drake, saying that, oh, you know, Drake is a nice guy, even though I didn't like his music in 2013. He's great for the kids. He's a great influence. He's a great role model here and there. So I don't know.
PR guys.
I just think I feel like
I feel like this happens a lot of the times. Like, you know, they'll make a statement and then they'll like later backtrack it.
Nah, I feel like this looks like, you know, just one of Drake's artists that's just like mad because Drake just did like one collab with him and that's it. You never heard of them ever again.
Well,
that's
I mean,
what it looked
he
like.
did give him a powerful cosign. He even signed him. Like,
No,
I was
I know.
really surprised that he would even sign him.
I know,
that
but I
doesn't-
felt like
Kanye designer. That's
I
such a
felt
Kanye.
like
Yeah,
I Love
yeah.
Makonnen was probably expecting more, you know. Was
I-
expecting more collabs with Drake, and that's not what the man got.
They're probably expecting like some actual marketing and for his stuff to get released because apparently his debut album he's working on since 2014 never got released. So
Oh, you're talking about, yeah, because the only thing I really released was the I Love Makonnen EP, and that was already there, and they just had the Tuesday remix.
yeah, I remember
on
last
it.
year he was talking about 2 years ago he was talking about my debut album got Skrillex on it.
Oh, yeah.
Blah,
Oh, that's right,
on
yeah.
his debut album, man. Never heard from him.
Yeah, man. Well, we wish I wish I Love Makonnen the best. And
Yeah,
but
that's
it's funny that you disagree with Makonnen here, because it seems like, you know, this is the thing that you have against Drake, that he doesn't use these artists like that.
I don't like either one of them. I don't even think Drake should have signed I Love Makonnen, but I think if he signed him, he might at least like have some role in his career in the context of that. But I still don't like either one of them. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I love Makonnen, like I don't like either one of them.
They do it for
I
the
guess
culture.
I guess we're not gonna see Makonnen on Views, which
Paris.
we will be talking about.
They do it for the culture.
They do it for the culture. Everybody does it for the culture. Everybody should do it for the culture. But we'll be talking about Views a little bit later on. In relation to Drake in a sort of way, Birdman actually was the topic of memes over the weekend with his interview and his visit to the Breakfast Club. When Birdman came through, basically it's a 2-minute video. It's the shortest interview in the Breakfast Club. The shortest interview ever in the
It's so
Breakfast Club.
funny.
Before the interview, Birdman is quoted by saying a lot of things like, put respect on my name, show respect on my name, all three of y'all.
All three of y'all.
And the interview starts and Charlemagne goes at him. He says, you know, he just cursed us out. And him and Charlemagne go at it. And one of the quotes that has been said over the weekend is, are y'all finished? Are y'all done? So this whole thing has just become a meme. Even Birdman recently has actually gotten in on the memes, posting hashtag respect on a lot of his Instagram photos, on Twitter. So it's kind of weird that, like, how, you know, he's jumping right into the memes. I guess it's good PR in my opinion for him to be.
I don't understand the context of what he was upset about, but
Yeah, I don't, because I guess, you know, they don't really, you know how Charlemagne is. They basically just disrespect people. But I don't know. And the funny thing is, like, when one of the things Charlemagne said was like, you're gonna come at why come at me, but you don't come at people like Rick Ross or Trick Daddy, and that really got him mad, and that's when he just walked off.
He's like, I'm not doing this no more.
He's like, why come at the radio guy? Charlemagne's actually gonna start calling himself the radio guy. So I don't know, man. Birdman, why you tight? Like, why you tight, man?
Why you flew
That's
away?
all I got out of that. Like, why was he tight?
I really don't want to know the context behind why he was tight.
I don't think we ever will anytime soon.
I don't really care.
But he apologized, apparently.
He did.
I mean, I don't care about him anyway.
He did.
Yeah, he did apologize. He offered an apology, but they weren't taking it. They don't want him back on the show. He wanted to come back, but they were like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I heard
He might even have to apology himself. What did the apology say?
Basically, like, it wasn't anything crazy. It's like, oh, I want to come back to the show, and then he denied. Like, Charlamagne was like, nah, it's dub. I'm not coming back.
Well, Birdman.
Yeah, like that happens.
I mean, hey, man.
Stop being a baby.
Well, and then look at Jeremy with the bars. But in other news, we got Beyonce, who dropped a surprise album on Friday, I believe it was. It was Friday, right? Friday night.
Saturday. I have no idea. I didn't know what Lemonade. I heard about Lemonade.
I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday night.
I heard about Lemonade coming out this whole way for the past week, so I didn't know what a Lemonade was, but apparently it was an album.
Yeah, Beyonce.
You know,
she dropped the surprise on HBO. She dropped the visual version of it. I think a couple of songs are cut on it, but nonetheless, it's a visual album, thing that she dropped on HBO, and then followed by exclusively debuting on Tidal for about 48 hours, and now I'm hearing it's on iTunes. People could buy it, but it's not on Apple Music, unfortunately.
It's projected to sell 500. Oh, I heard it was Apple Music.
Oh, it's on Apple Music because Jeremy tried to search for it. He couldn't find it.
Just now?
Yeah, no, it's on iTunes. Like, you could buy it, but I don't think you can stream it.
Harder's like told me about how it's on Apple Music or something like that. I'm like, I don't really like Apple. He told me that this morning though, so if y'all couldn't find it, I guess he was just assuming it was Apple Music.
I don't know. I mean,
no.
I just need it on Spotify because Spotify is the thing that I have. Like, I really want to listen to it because it has artists like The Weeknd on it, artists like James Blake.
You say The Weeknd?
You know what's funny? Jeremy told me like I need that album just so I can hear 6 Inch, which is a song featuring The Weeknd.
I mean, I heard like 30 seconds of it, and so far, it sounds good.
I mean, you got James Blake is featured on it. There's Soulja Boy samples. There's Led Zeppelin samples. King Crimson samples.
Jack White.
Kendrick is on a track. Jack White from the White Stripes.
It's been critically acclaimed so far.
Yeah, it's got an 8.5 on Pitchfork.
I want to hear it because it isn't like I'm not really moved by Formation. That's also not heard from it. So like I have no expectations. I haven't really liked the Beyonce album since her second album.
Yeah.
My thing is, why Lemonade?
It's actually a tribute to her grandmother and Jay-Z's grandmother as well, right? Yeah. So it's actually a tribute name. That's why it's called Lemonade. Okay. But then a lot of the content actually has to do with their marriage, and how it's said that Jay-Z cheated on her. And now there's a hashtag.
That's why they're saying that's why Solange had that little altercation.
Yeah. Now we're talking about like Becky with the good hair.
Yeah,
means, but they attacked Rachel Ray.
Who?
Rachel Roy.
Rachel Roy.
They attacked Rachel Roy, and then they got the name confused with Rachel Ray. So they attacked Rachel Ray.
The person the cook, right?
Yeah, the cook. They attacked the cook Rachel Ray too. Even though they're trying to attack Rachel Roy. It wasn't even Rachel Roy. Rachel Roy said she was not.
Yeah, she denied it, and now they're coming at Rita Ora.
Like that, it's like the Bay Hive. It's like the Drake Hive. They just be wild.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
They're doing it for the coach.
But I think Jay-Z will be fine. I mean, at the end of the film, he's actually with the kid with Blue Ivy, so everything is good right now.
At least from the public eye, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. They have to keep.
And that's the thing. I feel like
they have to pretty much stay together at this point to keep up appearances and for branding purposes.
What do you think? Like, if they were to break up, how bad would that be?
That would cause a media firestorm. I don't think either one of them want it. So they're pretty much like the Hunger Games, where it's like a relationship we have to stay together. Not saying I know anything about I don't like commenting on people's personal lives. I don't know. I feel like too many people do. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna hear the album.
I want to hear the album. Has a lot of great sounds on it. I'm hearing rock influences, R&B, soul, hip hop. So it has a lot of great sounds on it. I'm really excited to hear it.
Hopefully other 11 tracks are in formation.
I'm hoping it's on Spotify really soon. So shout out to Beyonce dropping that album. And we'll be right back to the Trifecta Live with WSCR with our special segment, closing segment of the evening. So stay tuned.
Yeah.